just melting. I mean, this is not difficult. Um,
So you just whipped up some eggs in a bowl with a little bit of milk, a little bit of black pepper,
and then the crackers have softened up.
and you want to let it soak it long enough to soften the crackers.
Depends on how hungry you are. I've done it where the crackers hardly soak anything up, really.
And you like to have more eggs than crackers, so it's just to have texture in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a definite flavor. It is so delicious. So I
And
usually
you,
don't, my scrambled eggs, I don't mess with them for a while. Oftentimes I'll add more pepper at this point
but your
because
only flavor really is salt and pepper and eggs.
yeah. Oh, well, the crackers give, like I said, give it a flavor.
And then you'll put your cheese slices on top of it.
Yeah, I think the cheese slices won't even be on it when the heat's on. So,
You
so there's a little bit of brown. Some people don't like brown on their. I'm not a real big stirrer of my scrambled eggs.
Yeah, I see some people who stir them a lot, and other people like what is it? Where you just cook it and then you put your stuff in it and then they fold it in half.
Yeah.
Like kind of like a restaurant omelet.
And I know I like my eggs a little drier than the average, so I'm pulling it off. So it's pretty much
Oh,
done.
that was quick. That seemed like
Oh,
it was only like a
you
minute.
guys, I wish I could, I wish we would have smell-o-vision because this smells so good. The aroma of the crackers, um,
You're tearing it apart. You don't just put the whole slice on it.
you can. I think this is part of the ritual. You want to get this on as soon as possible because, that's where the melting action is. You could even do this on the plate because it has such a low melt point. Um,
And that's it.
if that's it, basically. If you
And
want to give it a nanosecond before you plate it and to melt the cheese.
now, do you remember what they used to serve it with, or that was it? You
Oh,
just
this
put it
was
on a plate?
actually, she made this as our lunch or a mid-morning snack. It was really kind of cool.
So
Um,
just like at the office, she had like a mini fridge and a hot plate, and she just whip up some lunch for everybody.
yeah, it was just she and I and her husband was part of the business.
Okay. So just
Um,
a five, almost like a 5 minute lunch you got yourself.
yeah,
All right.
this is a lot more than I normally make for myself.
Was
Um,
that two
and
eggs or did you end up putting four?
this was just two. The interesting thing is, honestly, I haven't used this cheese in years because I never buy this and I wanted to experience it like I had. Hang on, I'm going to move you. I wanted to experience it like I had first experienced it. Um, but quite honestly, I make it with just real cheddar and I put that in at the end. But it has a different flavor when you use the traditional uh, Velveeta type cheese, a real low melting cheese.
So
So
like yeah, what they call the sliced in the plastic American cheese. And so now that you haven't ate this in how many years?
with this kind of cheese, probably 25 years.
Okay, so now be honest with us. You're gonna have memory going, but be honest with us what it actually tastes like.
Okay,
Because I grew up with this.
I have to confess, I've broken into this and been eating the slices, and it is for me a good memory and not a bad taste.
Yeah.
I choose not to do this because it doesn't feel healthy. However, I will do another show. I saw this guy online make homemade Velveeta with really good ingredients, and it had that low melt point. So here we go.
I'm tasting it myself because I grew up eating, American cheese because it was a good you didn't have to worry about it going bad very much. You could take it down a picnic or something and make a sandwich and it, individually wrapped. But how's the texture of crackers?
I talked too long, so the crackers are a little more chewy and soggy. I would normally not let them soak up that much moisture. The
So,
taste is good.
so you want the crackers to still be crunchy when you like whip it together. So you cook it so
I
quite
maybe
quick.
wait a minute or
Okay,
two.
so you cook it, you mix it together so quick and cook it so quick the crackers don't have a chance to not be crunchy.
Yeah, they're just a little bit too chewy, but that's me being critical.
Yeah.
The cheese is good. It's definitely not as much flavor as I'm used to with the cheddar because cheddar has, I use extra sharp. That's all I ever buy. So I usually sometimes put the cheese in kind of a lot earlier. Um, but I wanted to pull back because I knew I didn't want it just gooing everywhere. And
Or
it,
you didn't
it
want the cheese disappears. That stuff is so
uh-huh.
melty, you know.
So I'm gonna sign off because I this does taste really good and I want to eat it while it's hot, but I'd rather not do it.
All right.
I'm
Thanks
scared.
for sharing like an American historical story, and a lot of people still utilize this cheese product, but people who eat real cheese wouldn't consider it cheese. But I
Yeah,
grew up with it. I have nostalgia for it as
it
well.
is.
So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye.